If you're looking for a startup credit card with no guarantee and high limits and low APR, you want to stick around till the end of today's conversation because I will be comparing and contrasting Capital One, Chase Inc., and Bank of America. Don't go anywhere. You will love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you had to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to do one single thing. I want to compare and contrast Capital One, Chase Inc., and Bank of America. When I'm talking about Capital One, I'm talking about the Capital One Spark Classic for Business and Chase Inc. and the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard. Of course, we're talking about business startup credit cards with no guarantee, high limits, and low APR. It's very important to understand that if you are a startup founder, you need to have a credit card, not just because you want to plug in any occasional liquidity hole that you have in your accounting, but also you want to build business credit. Very important, okay? And there are a lot of benefits of startup credit cards with no personal guarantee. You can finance purchases and simplify cash flow. You can streamline employee expenses, especially if you have a lot of employees and you want to consolidate their expenditures and you want to monitor that also. You can use the card to earn rewards, right? This is important because, again, they're charging you anyway. The card issuer they're charging you anyway APRs. So if you can earn any rewards, you need to grab it, right? Makes sense. Simple logic here. You can receive travel and purchase protections also through this credit card. So all the three players I'm going to review in today's conversation, they will give you travel and purchase protections, whether it is Capital One, Chase, or Bank of America. And you also have access to account management tools. And please, do not underestimate this. This is very important because at the end of the day, you don't want to, if you have a startup, chances are your business is new and you're still setting up your accounting processes. So if you can leverage the account management tool, the constellation of tools offered by the card issuer, then this is fantastic. In some cases, you can even integrate your business credit card into software tools as diverse as QuickBooks, Zero, Quicken, or Wave. Before I get into the actual review here, please check out our credit card evaluation approach. We do have a strict approach when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing credit cards on this show. Check this out. All right, let's first start with Capital One Spark Classic for Business. This is a great card, especially if you're looking for a startup credit card with no guarantee, high limit, and low APR. Now, the regular APR oscillates between 10% and 26.99%. Okay, and the recommended credit score oscillates between 350 and 850. So even if you have poor credit, doesn't matter, right? So if you have poor credit or fair credit, you can still qualify for the Capital One Spark Classic for Business. And based on our research, the limit here can go all the way to $25,000. And again, all of this depends on a constellation of factors, not just your personal credit, but also the business's financial. So if you are a startup, you've been in business for say 3 months or 6 months, Capital One rather will still want to see some information about your financials to see what kind of limit they can give you. It also depends on the industry you're in. Okay, and this card has a lot of rewards. So you have the rewards earning rate, so you can earn unlimited 1% cash back for your business on every purchase everywhere. No limits or category restrictions. This is pretty cool. There is no standard balance transfer fee for this card. Okay, and there is a cash advance fee. So this is either $10 or 3% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever is greater. And what are the pros and cons of this card here? Good credit is not required to be considered for approval. This is a great pro. Okay, so virtually all small business credit cards require a personal credit check when you apply, and many of the best options are aimed at business owners with a proven record of good or excellent personal credit. What we love with the Capital One Spark Classic is that you may be approved, as I said earlier, even if your credit history is not stellar or extensive. And you also have a simple reward system. Okay, the card offers a flat 1% cashback on every purchase you make. So this is very simple. And what about the cons? There is no bonus available, and your personal credit history could be affected. In other words, if they do a hard pull, you might see a little dent in your personal credit score. So this card is great. The card is great for business owners who don't want something complicated. They just want to have a very simple reward system. If you don't like annual fees, this is pretty good. There's no annual fees here. There's no annual fee here, and it is a wonderful option for startups in all industries. One thing I also want to say here is that the rewards are great, and they offer a flat 1% cashback on every purchase you make. Right, as I said earlier, there is no restriction either at the category level or in terms of timing, and you can redeem your cash back earned with the card for any amounts and at any time. Your rewards never expire, and you'll have a few redemption options. Okay, you can receive straight cash back in the form of a paper check or a wire transfer, or you can request a general statement credit. You can get a statement credit for a specific purchase. You can receive a purchase gift cards and more. So the one thing you need to be aware of is that if you choose to get cash back, you can opt for automatic redemptions at a set time each year or once your balance reaches $25, $50, $100, $200, $500, or $1,500. So as I said earlier, you gotta love this card because it's very simple. If simplicity is one of your top priorities in your search for a new startup business card, this arrangement can make the Capital One Spark Classic even more appealing. Okay, and there are several ways you can maximize your rewards depending on the kind of industry you're in, the kind of business operations you run, right? And there are a lot of benefits. So you have a secondary rental car insurance, travel assistance, extended warranty protection, free employee cars, and customized spending limits, year-end summaries. We love that. This is pretty good for not only for accounting purposes, but also for your own profitability monitoring. So you want to track how well the business is doing, and they can also provide you purchase records in multiple formats. And we love the fact that Capital One is a great place in terms of customer service. They have stellar customer service. For this card, we would strongly recommend that you actually visit a brick and mortar Capital One branch. You want to go to an actual branch. You want to sit with a banker, a loan specialist, and apply there. Okay, this is a great, especially if you want a high limit. Do not apply it online. You want to gather all your paperwork. You want to take them with you, and you want to go to a physical branch. All right, this is pretty good. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm speaking to you today about very massive startup business credit card with no guarantee, high APR, okay? And we are comparing and contrasting Capital One, Chase Inc., and Bank of America. I want to talk to you about Bank of America. I want to talk to you about Chase Inc., rather. So the Chase Inc. business cash cards. What are the pros and cons here? The pros: no annual fee, no cost employee cards, which again lets you earn cash back faster. This is kind of similar to what Capital One offered. You have cashback. You have a high cashback rate in bonus categories. You have an intro purchase APR, which can help you with big upfront cost, especially at the business level. What are the cons here? The cashback is capped in bonus categories, and foreign transaction fee makes this card a bust for travel. What we love with the card is that it has $0 in annual fees. Okay, and the card offers solid rewards for everyday business expenses. And the cool thing here is that no matter where your business is at, operationally speaking, whether it is a startup or an established business, even if you are freelancing, for example, this card can help you in a lot of ways. So you have a 0% APR on purchases for 12 months from account opening, and then you have a variable 13.24 to 19.24 APR after that. Those are percentages. And you also have the fact that you can actually see all your accounts in one spot. They have an excellent. Chase has done a great job in terms of technology, and they have an excellent app or an excellent dashboard if you want to check your account. This is pretty good. Okay. And so you have rewards for everyday business expenses. So you'll get a sign-up bonus of $750 cashback after spending $7,500 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening. You will earn ongoing rewards too. You'll get 5% cashback on the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases, then 1% thereafter at office supply stores and on the internet, cable, and phone services each account anniversary year. This is pretty good. And so whether you are maintaining a physical or remote workspace, or you are setting up employees with work cell phones, this may be especially appealing, right? You also have the intro purchase APR that I just spoke about, right? And there's no annual fee. So the card is pretty great from different angles. Another thing I also want to say is that this card is great, that's for sure. But there are a few cons, there are a few drawbacks that you really want to pay attention to. So what I'm trying to say here is that before you choose a card, you want to weigh the pros and cons. And during our review, there are a few things we didn't like. For example, the bonus rewards are capped. I spoke about that earlier. This is a bummer for some. This could be a bummer for some startup founders. So the spending cap on each bonus category is $25,000 per year, which might be plenty for some small businesses, but not enough for others, right? So after maxing out the categories, you will only earn a 1% cashback rate on those purchases for the remainder of the year. There is a fine to mediocre rate for a no-fee credit card. So you may want to look elsewhere and risk paying an annual fee if you plan to spend much more. So this is a decision you have to make at your business level and see what really works for you. And some categories that Chase Inc. offers may not be suitable for your business. For example, other businesses may not spend that much on office supplies, dining, and gas. So if that's more like your business, then the bonus categories probably will not be as lucrative to you. So finding another credit card, business credit card, may score you the better return on investment. Okay, you might want to check out the Inc. Business Preferred credit card, for example, because that card, based on our analysis, offers some similar bonus categories, but with a higher spending cap at the cost of paying, of course, a $95 annual fee. So it's one of those things you have to really see what really works for you, okay? Because at the end of the day, you need to do the math. You need to find the best way to get the most from this card. So you want to think about how your business spends its money and how you want to redeem rewards. It's all about cost versus rewards, right? And so to take full advantage of the card, you'll want to spend on business expenses that fall into the bonus categories, right? Whenever possible. So to max out those categories, you would need to spend about $2,100 monthly at office supply stores and on the select telecom services, plus a monthly $2,100 on dining and gas. So the bottom line here is that this is a great card. This is a great card for startups, especially if you're looking for a card with no guarantee, a high APR, and a high limit. This is pretty good. In terms of limits, you can get qualified for up to $100,000. Okay, $100,000. This is what you can qualify for. So this is pretty good. Now, I want to talk to you now about the third player in today's conversation. So we have the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard. And this is a card that is great also for startups as well as established businesses. And with this card, you can get a $300 statement credit when you make at least $3,000 in net purchases within 90 days of your account opening. The recommended credit score oscillates between 550 and 850. Okay, so we're talking low to, bad to excellent. All right, this is something you have to think about, and of course, it always helps. It always helps to have an account with Bank of America. Same thing with Chase or Capital One. And I didn't say, I forgot to say about the Chase Inc. Business Cash. It's a lot better to apply in person at a branch. Okay, same thing here for Bank of America. You want to go to a Bank of America branch and apply there. Don't do things on the phone. And this card has a regular APR that fluctuates between 12.24% to 22.24% variable. The annual fee is $0. There's no annual fee. You have an intro purchase APR 0% for 9 billing cycles, and balance transfer fee either $10 or 4% of the amount of each transaction, whichever is greater. And the cash advance APR is 24.24%. The cash advance fee is either 10% or 4% of the amount of each transaction, whichever is greater. And in terms of a rewards earning rate, you can earn 3% cash back in the category of your choice, 2% cash back on dining for the first $50,000 in combined choice category dining purchases each calendar year, and unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchases. And what are the pros and cons here when we think about the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard from a point of view of a startup? And if you are a startup founder and you're looking for, let's say, a startup credit card with no personal guarantee, what are the pros and cons here? With Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard, you can earn the best cashback rewards in the category of your choice. The rewards boost with a high balance bank or investment account. What about the cons? You have an annual spending cap which could limit rewards potential. There are limited benefits, notably for business travel, and the one-time offer could be better. So they have to work on that. And so this is a card that is great, that could be actually good for startup founders who are trying to maximize cashback earnings across spending categories. Okay, and if you are a freelancer, for example, and you're earning a primary or side income from a small business, this card could also be great for you. If you're a driver or commuter, if you incur gas or other commuting expenses each month, this is a great card also for you. Now, how do you actually maximize your rewards with the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard, especially as a startup founder? There are a couple of ways, but one thing you need to do is you need to find what really works for your business. You need to find whether or not the categories that Bank of America has match your operational history, your operational priorities, right? And one thing, so you need to think about things like the percentage of rewards, the rates of rewards, right? The categories, and the caps. One thing we love, in addition to the rewards, when it comes to the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard, we love the fact that it has additional benefits. For example, you have cash flow management tools. Again, for a startup, this is fantastic to be able to track and to be able to monitor all operational expenses, especially if you have several employees using the cards. Okay, you also have travel and emergency services. You have overdraft protection. You have zero liability protection, and you have fraud monitoring. And we love the fact that with Bank of America, you have a great cardholder experience at the business level. At the personal level, the company, this lenders still need to do a lot better. But at the business level, they are way better. They have, I would say, better customer service. You need to you need to think about some fees. You need to watch out for some fees, okay? The most important fee to consider with this card is the 3% foreign transaction fee. So while this is a standard amount you could expect to pay for cards that charge this fee, it is worth noting that if you plan to use the card for travel on a regular basis, you might actually ending up paying a lot of money owing to this 3%. Okay, the card has great security features. It comes with a standard range of security features you would expect in a business credit card, right? Including chip technology and fraud monitoring. So this is something is fantastic. So if your card, let's say, if your card is used to make fraudulent purchases, you are covered by Bank of America's zero liability guarantee. Okay, while Bank of America offers free credit score access with eligible consumer credit cards, this is not an included feature with the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard. So something you need to know. So folks, so we have actually compared and contrasted those three players, right? So we have the Capital One Spark Classic for Business, the Chase Inc. Business Cash, and the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards. So the big question is, which one to choose, right? Which one to choose? If you are a startup founder and you're looking for a startup business credit card with no guarantee, with high APR and with the high limit and low APR, which one should you choose? This is a great question. It really depends. It depends on what you're looking for. It depends on your situation. It depends on your sector, the kind of sector you're in. One thing I want to say here is that, as you probably have heard during this review, the Capital One Spark Classic offers the opportunity for businesses with limited or fair credit to acquire a revolving credit line for their company. So in doing so, it even throws in some cashback rewards on every purchase, and they don't charge an annual fee. So before applying for the card though, give some thoughts on the implications of card membership. So one issue based on our analysis is the card's potential to affect your personal credit, right? Because as I told you, they will do a hard pull. So Capital One will share your history with a card with the credit reporting agencies that determine your individual credit scores. Okay, so this card is not really an EIN only business card. Okay, so something to really keep in mind. But there are ways to actually make it EIN only if you go to the branch. We've actually covered that topic on another show, so I'm not going to talk about it here. Okay, now what about the Inc. Business Cash credit card? This is a great fit for your business. If you spend a lot of money in office supply stores and on telecom services, dining and gas purchases, especially if an intro purchase APR offer will help you, the 0%. And the Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard could be a suitable choice for startup founders and business owners who want a say in how they can earn maximum rewards. It could also be a great fit for businesses that are looking for more than just a flat rate cashback reward MasterCard. So this is something you need to think about here. All right, folks, our pick in today's conversation is the Chase Inc. Business. And we have given this card a 9.5 over 10. Bank of America Business Advantage Cash Rewards MasterCard 9 over 10. And the Capital One Spark Classic for Business 8.5 over 10. When you compare and contrast the benefits versus the disadvantages that Chase Inc. Business Cash brings to the table, it's a better match compared to the other two. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.